Hi everybody, I'm back to read another book to you. I brought my dog Jackson with me. He's a puppy. We'll see if he'll cooperate during the story, but we'll see what we can do. But I brought him because today I'm going to read one of my favorite books, and you can guess that it's about a dog. All right, let me give Jackson something to keep him busy for a second. All right, the name of the book is Bark, George. I think this cover looks kind of weird because it doesn't have any words on it. So let's open it up and take a look inside. Here we go. Bark, George by Jules Feiffer. The author is Jules Feiffer. Do you remember what an author does? Think about it. We talked about it yesterday too, and every time we read a book, an author is the person who writes the words. They write the story. All right. She is also the illustrator. So Jules was really busy. She wrote the words to the book and she made you got it, pictures. So she is the author and the illustrator. Let's get started. Bark, George. George's mother said, "Bark, George." And George went, meow. Oh, was that a bark? I don't think that was a bark. What did that sound like? "No, George," said George's mom. "Cats go meow. Dogs go woof. Now bark, George." And George went quack, quack. Did he do it? Did he make a dog bark? Listen again. Quack, quack. Look at George's mommy. How does she look to you? What do you think she's feeling like? When I see her face, I think she looks frustrated. Remember, frustrated is a word that we talked about at school. It's a feeling you get when no matter how hard you try to do something, it doesn't go right or you can't get it to happen. All right, so George's mom looks frustrated. Let's see what she says. She says, "No, George," said George's mother. Ducks go quack, quack. Dogs go woof, woof. Now bark, George. George went oink. Did he make a dog sound? Did he bark for his mommy? Doesn't sound like it, but think about it. What is it that goes oink, oink? Oh, Jackson is very interested in our book right now. Hold on. Look at George's mom. That's how I feel when Jackson is interrupting our book. "No, George," said George's mother. "Pigs go oink. Dogs go woof, woof. Now, bark, George." Look at George. He's got his mouth wide open and he says, George went, moo. Did he do it? Did he bark? That doesn't sound like a bark to me. Can you think of what animal says moo? George's mother took George to the vet. Do you remember what a vet is? A vet is a special kind of doctor that takes care of animals. If you remembered that, kiss your brain. "I'll soon get to the bottom of this," said the vet. "Please bark, George." Look at George's mommy's face in this picture. How do you think she's feeling now? She looks, I would agree with you, she looks kind of sad. And George went, meow, meow. The vet reached deep down inside of George and pulled out a cat. Look at George's mommy's face and George's eyes too. And the vet, they're all surprised. Who knew there was a cat inside? Bark again, George. George went quack, quack. The vet reached deep, deep down inside of George and pulled out a duck. How did that duck get in there? Silly George. Bark again, George. George went oink. The vet reached deep, deep, deep down inside of George. What do you think he's going to pull out this time? Let's look. Oh, and pulled out a pig. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Bark again, George. George went moo. The vet put on his longest latex glove. Then he reached deep, 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 deep down inside of George. Look at George's mommy. She's covering her eyes. She's so nervous. And where's the vet's hand? It's inside of George's mouth. Look at Jackson's trying to check out the pictures. Whoops, Jackson, you got to scooch over. Move over, Jackson. All right, bud, sit. Good sit. All right, let's see what happens. Look. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at George's mom. What did the vet pull out? Jackson, you are getting in the way of our story. Please move. I don't like that. Sit. Thank you. Stay. Let's look again. Look at that. He pulled out a big cow. Wow, she's so shocked she fainted. She fell over. She couldn't believe her eyes. Bark again, George. What do you think is going to happen? Is he going to bark this time? Is he? Look how excited their faces were. Look, because George went arf, arf, arf. Did he do it? He did. He did. Look at how excited her face looks now. Oh, and Jackson wants to look at the book too. Oh no, Jackson, you're kind of in the way. George's mom was so thrilled that she kissed the vet. Look at. Oh, and that's what Jackson is trying to do to me right now. Jackson is trying to look at the book with us. And she kissed the cat and the duck and the pig and the cow. She was so excited. Okay. On the way, there goes the bark. On the way home, she wanted to show George off to everyone on the street. So she said, "Bark, George." And George went. What do you think he's going to say this time? Remember, he was at the vet and they got everything out of him. Do you think he's going to bark? Let's find out. What? George went, "Hello." The end. I hope you like that book as much as I do, because I like that book a lot. But let's talk about it for just a second. At the end of the story, George said hello. He didn't bark. What do you think is happening to George? Remember when he said around, the vet pulled out what was it? Think about it. It was a cat. And do you remember when George went, moo? What did he pull out? He pulled out a cow. What else was in there? Oh, how about when George went quack, quack, quack? What did he pull out then? Think about it. Oh, he pulled out a duck. So he pulled out all those things, but now George said, hello. Do you think he needs to go back to the vet? If he goes back to the vet, what do you think the vet will find inside of him? If he's saying hello. All right. Well, I hope you liked that story. I'm so sorry that my puppy was interfering. Let me see if I can get him to come over and say goodbye before we say goodbye. Jackson, come. Come. Uh-oh, he doesn't want to come by us right now. All right, guys. I hope you're staying safe and healthy. Mwah. Bye-bye.